This thing is just wrong. This is one of those things that doesn't even have a right to exist. Yet here it is, this monster of sorts. And how dare they? They went too far.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Let's Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible. There's a lot to cover, but I wanted to start off with this. Let's see how much DSP is loving Black Ops when he's only gotten like $60 in the King's tax.
Too messy.
Look at his face is twitching.
Taking Bravo.
Normally I do it at 720, let's set it to 1080, so maybe you can be able to see his face twitching better.
Underway. We're losing Charlie.
What the hell? What the? Okay.
We lost Charlie. Bravo is ours.
Can't move. I'm stuck.
You're moving. You're literally moving as you're saying you can't move. You're
I couldn't
stuck.
do anything again. I think the connections are all screwed up. It's not my internet. It seems like yeah. Look, it's glitching. Look at the dude. Look out there. The backgrounds are glitching. What is happening? So they patched the game and they broke it. Remember they patched it in the middle of my session? They've legitimately broken the game. The backgrounds are all screwed up. Everything's messed up. What the hell is going on with the game? Lag and the background is glitching.
We're losing Alpha. We lost C.
What the? I didn't want to do that.
Shutting down Charlie. Losing B.
What the hell's with this idiot?
Taking A.
There's another guy. Dude, I killed 3 or 4 in a row and there were still more coming.
He is not happy because he's only at 69 out of 150.
They're all coming from over there. All right.
Losing Bravo.
Staring at chat, hoping to get more money to come in. The guy needs that money, he really does.
Where is this fucking person? This is contested. Where are they?
Wow, way
Yo,
to keep
it's
fucking
ridiculously laggy. It's so bad.
Yeah,
it made no
lagging,
fucking
you
sense at
missed.
all. And by the way, they weren't there the whole time.
Enemy watch Kilo inbound.
I couldn't do anything. I was frozen. I couldn't draw our fire.
You weren't
'cause the game is
frozen.
so laggy.
You weren't frozen. What the fuck are you talking about?
Controlling Bravo.
Enemy grenade.
Oh my god, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad.
It's bad because he doesn't have the goal. Now, let's go back to the pre-stream. Alright guys, now on to the main event. There is so much to get through. He's more successful because he's declared bankruptcy than others. Can't take his wife out for Valentine's Day. There's a lot. Let's go.
All right, I just spilled a tiny bit of my seltzer. Hold on. Very small amount. Pour it down the side of the mug. By the way, what's up, King Michael? How you doing? In 10 years, I think Microsoft will still be producing game consoles. At this rate, in 10 years, I don't know if Microsoft will still be making games. You know, it seems like Phil Spencer is so inept at what he does. He's just intent on running the entire games division into the ground and out of business. So if they keep the same people in power and they keep making the same awful mistakes, I guess, yeah, they're going to be screwed. So we'll see what happens. What was I going to say? I don't know. I got distracted when I spilled my drink.
Xbox is putting games onto the PlayStation that sell more games. At this point, they know if someone's going to buy our console, they've already bought it. The only way to get more people to buy our games is expand where you can buy the games, like on PlayStation. Now, is this a smart business move? Probably. Because like I said, if you were going to buy an Xbox, you've already bought it. For me, I'll never buy one. I got a PC, so I don't need to. But not everyone can buy a PC, or if you do get a PC, not every game is going to work on there because, no, you got a video card versus this card. You got a 1060 because that's all you could afford versus a 3080, so forth. And so it's like, man, I'll stick with console. Game gets put on console, it works on console. It's not like, oh, well, you got the wrong hard drive, you got the wrong RAM, you got the wrong video card, sorry, it doesn't work. No. Buy a game for console, it works. So putting more games on the PlayStation from Xbox helps out both. Because A, it's like, I don't need to buy an Xbox, I just buy PlayStation and still play Xbox games. And for Xbox, again, if you're going to buy a console, you already did. So, hey, they moved games over to PlayStation, all of a sudden they sell an extra 1 million or 2 copies of this game or that game. Hey, they just made way more money.
I really did. Okay, anyway, so let's continue. What's up, Game Boy? What's up, King Michael? How's everyone today? They should let me run Microsoft Gaming? Yeah, I do better than Phil. That's for sure. Listen, I'm Phil Burnell. He's Phil Spencer. They got the Phils wrong. Not every Phil is equal, you understand? I would absolutely run that better than him because I know more about fucking games than that dude does. Seriously, it's sad, but he just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I mean, I might still tank the company, but I would at least get one good game made from a Microsoft studio, and I would actually get one person to buy an Xbox console for some reason. He hasn't been able to do that. Oh, yeah. You're right. I was going to plug my products. So I haven't done this in a while. I feel like I definitely should every once in a while do a gratuitous plug, and I haven't done one in a while. Ladies and gentlemen, I keep doing this. There we go.
So yes, he knows more about video games than Phil because he's played more, I guess, and rage quit a lot of them. Declared bankruptcy.
DarksidePhil.shop. All this merch is still available. Philomania t-shirts. The cool DSP Gaming logo. Me as Dan from Street Fighter. The Wow Dude hoodie or t-shirt. Right? The DSP Gaming logo. The new DSP Gaming logo, which we're all using and enjoying now. Everyone seems to love my 2025 DSP Gaming logo. That's available as some merch, see? And of course, you get some totes. And of course, the official Level 1 podcast mug. All this merchandise is available.
Filled with Jen. DSP, is anyone actually buying this? I would love to see his sale figures. I don't believe for a second. Maybe Jade had his mom buy him something. Which, alright, Jade, understandable. Maybe OIC's bought some, but if he sold products to more than 20 people, I'd be highly surprised.
On DarksidePhil.shop. Anything you purchase significantly helps myself and my business. All right, I get a good cut out of all of it. You can get free shipping if you order $40 or more, and the shipping is global. Global shipping, all right? So please consider getting some merch. I have not talked about this in a very long time, but I hope that you'll give it a look, all right? Particularly the mug I use every single day here on stream.
He must be desperate.
I think it's a high-quality item. The hoodie I wear is a high-quality item. The only reason I'm not wearing the t-shirts is because it's winter. You know, I'll go to wear those t-shirts more often once it gets warmer weather, okay? Cool.
You're inside. You don't go outside. What the fuck does the weather outside your house have to do with you wearing a t-shirt or not when you don't leave the house, ever?
Okay.
God, that mouth twitching is so noticeable.
Well, I played Legend of Heroes Trials through Daybreak 2. I have no idea what the hell that is. So no. Never heard of it.
And this part where he says he's better than Mr. Beast. Because he's declared bankruptcy. Mr. Beast
All right,
has it.
what do you guys want to chat about? Tag me in chat. Or, if you guys have nothing to talk about today, maybe we'll end the podcast early and we'll jump into Call of Duty. And I'm okay with that, if that's what you guys want. Yes, I know Sleeping Dogs
Spoiler. He doesn't jump into Call of Duty anytime soon.
movie is finally in development. And yes, I remember the game. I played it twice. Once when it was new and once when it got re-released in better quality. And it was great both times. It's a great game.
And his mouth twitching.
Would I be happier if I played Balatro every stream? No, because I am not the kind of person that likes the same thing all the time. I like variety. I am a guy who, same thing with everything I do, with food or whatever. I don't like just doing the same thing over and over. Like, I like pizza, but if I had pizza every meal, I get tired of it and hate it. Same thing with Balatro or any game. If I played it too much, I probably wouldn't like it. Excuse me. Falcuel, I am aware of the Trails of series of games. I know what they are. I haven't played one, but I know what they are. If I weren't a streamer, what would I do for a living? I have no idea. That's a really ridiculous hypothetical. There's no way to know.
I know before we get to the Mr. Beast thing, this is fantastic.
If I never become a streamer, okay, what would I have done for a living? Well, I was in customer service for a very long time. I probably would have tried to find a similar position, but there were none in Connecticut at that point. The economy was in such a downward slope around 2010 that I probably would have ended up having to do several different jobs, maybe a couple different part-time jobs, or maybe 1 or 2 retail jobs and balance them and, work my ass off just to make ends meet. Because, at that point, I'd gotten a condo in order to live near the office job that I had, and then they laid me off. So they basically really screwed me over. And after that, it was very uncertain what was going to happen, if I was going to be able to make the ends meet.
Funniest thing is, though, not everyone got fired. Only a select few, like him. Once Daddy retired, they cut his ass.
So who knows what would have happened? I'll be honest. I don't think it would have been pretty or good. I think what would have happened was I probably would have been struggling for the rest of my life, and probably not happy. You know, certainly not as happy as I've been being my own boss, doing what I love for a living, right? Being able to control my own destiny. It's a lot different. So things worked out for the best, but I don't know. I can't tell you. You know, it's hypothetical. Who knows what would have happened? Oh, you want me to be in chat? Okay, here we go. People tell me to type something in chat over on Kick so they could tag me again. So there you go. Felipe Baxter says, "What do you want to be when you grew up? When you were a kid?" When I was a kid, I was very, young kid age. I'm talking about like maybe like 3 to 5 years old. I was so into heroes and villains and stuff like that. Like I used to watch He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, or Transformers, or G.I. Joe. So of course, I wanted to be a fireman or a policeman or an army soldier, and I wanted to be a hero that fought in combat and was, victorious.
His father was Marine. DSP, not so much.
Then of course when I got older, I was like, I don't want to do any of that. Like, no, because it's nowhere near as glamorous or heroic or anything like you think. It's basically really, really stressful, very risky. I didn't want to do any of that when I got older. So there you go. Do I say caramel or caramel? It's weird because it is spelled caramel, C-A-R-A-M-E-L. It's not spelled caramel, C-A-R-M-E-L, but everyone says, a lot of people say caramel. I think when I grew up, I would call it caramel corn. I didn't call it caramel corn. I called it caramel corn. So I think it's a regional dialect thing. I know it's caramel. The word is caramel. But for some reason, people said caramel, and I still say caramel sometimes. Any plans for Valentine's Day? Sadly, no. I believe that my wife has
Sorry, Cat. I'm too busy working. You make your own schedule.
to work. Let me take a look at the date. I think my wife has to work that day.
It's Friday.
Oh, wait, no. So my wife and I looked into it, and at first we were like, oh, this is fun. Let's do something on Valentine's Day, because we actually could have it all. And we look, it's a Friday. Oh, no. Yo, that's the worst. Valentine's Day on a Friday, the day when historically everyone is out doing stuff, everyone goes out to dinner, everything. So we've decided we do want to have like a romantic day at some point, but it ain't going to be Valentine's Day, because that's like the worst date for it. We're going to probably have a day later on in the month that we're going to take off from work together and spend time together, and it's not going to be Valentine's Day because it's just not going to be, timing-wise, make sense. So.
Now, I've done that before in the past, where it's like, hey, do you want to go out on Valentine's Day, or a couple days before, a couple days after, so it won't be as busy? Sure. But again, he makes his own schedule, and if she's off that day, why not go? It's not like, oh, but I gotta be up early for work. No, you don't. You make your own schedule.
Have I ever tried writing my own book or making my own video game? The closest to that would have been when I was a kid. I liked Super Mario Brothers. So what I would do is get a whole bunch of paper, and I would draw stages, my own creative stages of Super Mario Brothers, as if I were making a stage that would be in the game, people would play it. So I think Mario Maker, before there was Mario Maker, I would design and draw it all out on paper, where I would want the enemies, what obstacles I would want, and I actually enjoyed doing that, being creative with that.
And yet, he never created anything on Mario Maker.
What's going on back there? Jasper's behind this right now. I wonder if you can see him on camera. No, he's hiding perfectly behind the stand, so you can't see him. Oh, you can see his tail wagging. See his tail wagging? He's hiding. He's camouflaged. Camouflaged Jasper Kitty over there. So you can't see him. I was like, what's that noise? He was like sneezing or something back there.
Stare at chat, waiting for money, because he's stuck at $2 in tips.
No, Trolls did not screw any poll.
$4 in total.
Oh, Trolls screwed the viewer's choice. You understand? Anything that's public, everyone can vote on. You understand that, right? There's only 2 ways to do polling. With an exclusive group that basically have to pay to qualify for it, or an open poll. I'm not going to do an exclusive group of people voting for viewer's choice. The idea is that the viewers vote for what they want.
He's done members
so
only
they didn't
votes
screw it.
before.
That's the nature of the beast. Is when you do something public, a lot of people are going to be involved in it, and you can't really control if someone tries to skew it or not, right? Yes, I used to draw as a kid. I used to actually make my own comic books. So I was a fan of Double Dragon. So I made my own Double Dragon comic books, where Billy Lee and Jimmy Lee would team up with other people and beat the crap out of the Shadow Boss and his gang. Yeah, I actually had some comic books of that I drew by hand. What's Jasper's favorite snack? Any of those little bite-sized treats, like, for example, Bursts, or there's one that's called Bonkers. Anything that's a little bite-sized thing that has like a filling, he loves those. But we don't give them all the time. Like, I already gave him a treat this morning, so I don't want to give him more. Like, I have Bursts in my cabinet, but I don't want to give him more Bursts. I already gave him a treat this morning. I don't want to overfeed him. No, I don't still have the comic books that I made as a child. And I'm pretty sure my parents didn't keep them. It was almost 40 years ago. Have I ever tried programming? Well, I went to school for computer programming, college, for a year and a half.
He went to college for computer programming, failed, so had to go back to business management. Once again, my theory is he only got valedictorian in high school because Daddy did his homework. And then when he went to college, Daddy doesn't know anything about computers, so he had to go to something Daddy did know, business management.
And it was so, was it a year? I want to say it was a year and a half, but it could have been a year. The school was so bad at teaching because the teacher who was in charge of the entire courses was basically the kind of guy that was like a savant at coding, but literally couldn't teach to save his life. Like, he would lose track. He would not realize he only did half an example. He would give us a whole lesson and then give us work that had nothing to do with the lesson he just taught, but expected that we should know how to do it. Like, what? So basically, after about a semester and a half, I said, I can't do this anymore. I will never learn programming from this school. This guy's an inept idiot. So I just dropped it, and then I ended up becoming a finance major after. What was my favorite subject in high school?
Part of that, though, is I don't know about you, but well, my high school, no, they had programming, they had mechanics, they had nursing, like they had stuff like that. So let's say I want to go to school for programming. Well, gee, you already gotten 2-3 years of learning in high school. So when you get to college, you're not starting off at press any button. I don't see an any button. I could definitely see DSP saying that. Professor, there's no any button on my keyboard. What do I do? So the professor probably like, well, no, majority of these people, they've gotten 2-3 years of programming lessons and all that already back in high school. So I don't have to start off at press any button. I can start off here. DSP, being a dumbass, probably didn't have any programming experience back in high school or learning about it. So yeah, he was starting off right at, is this the any button? Then turning off the computer.
Favorite subject in high school?
Band. I miss band.
Subject in high school. I mean, I liked some math classes that I had, I think. I guess I could say I probably liked like anything that had a lab, like bio and bio lab and stuff like that, because you could do fun stuff rather than just sit there and listen to someone lecture and study. I don't know. High school was a long time ago. I don't really think about it. I'm in my 40s, so I don't really think about high school anymore. It was a long time ago.
Wonder if he's ever been invited to his high school reunions.
Is that professor still working? How would I know? I don't pay attention. That whole college experience was a huge ripoff. They basically did nothing for me. The education they gave me didn't get me a job when I got out. Even though I got my bachelor's, it didn't do anything for me. The entire thing was a scam. So I really don't care about college. I don't think about it anymore either. I'm out of those days of my life, thankfully. What brand of soap do I use to wash the dishes? Dawn liquid soap. Did we dissect the frog? Yes, we did. Frog, starfish. Trying to remember, we did 3 or 4 different weird things. They were all very different body types, but we did a frog. Out of all the FPS games I've played, do I have a favorite gun of all time? I'd probably say any game that has a minigun or chain gun is super fun, and probably the BFG, the big fucking gun, right? Or maybe the sawed-off shotty from old school Doom. That thing's badass. My favorite Call of Duty is either Call of Duty 2 on PC back in the day, or Modern Warfare 1 or 2. Originals. I've never played the game Darkwood, never heard of it. What do some of the pictures mean on the screen behind me, like the camera and the dogs? Well, this is the Nintendo Entertainment System, which is
This is fantastic because he's so condescending to his fans.
a game system for my childhood and for many people's childhoods. This is a microphone that references podcasting and or broadcasting, which I'm doing right now. Shall we go through each animation? Do you really want me to go to that level of detail? This is my DSP Gaming logo for my channel. I guess I actually have to hand feed you the information. You can't figure it out for yourself, huh? These are a bunch of
so
controllers for various video game systems. All right, can we stop now? Can we please stop? Okay, thanks. All right. I did like Call of Duty World at War. Yes, I did. I thought it was a fun game.
Here goes Mr. Beast part, if I remember.
So now we got some moron trolls over on Kick. Do we have any mods?
Yep,
I don't think so, right? I don't think Kyle's around today. So sadly, the mods there, or not the mods, the assholes there, like a bunch of these came in at once, it looks like.
Here comes Mr. Beast.
That's hilarious. One of my trolls just said, why do you think you're qualified to give any kind of advice on gaming or business when you went bankrupt? Because people who actually mess up and then learn from that mistake and improve are actually better to teach you something about that field than someone who literally stumbled into success and just continued to be successful without ever feeling or facing any kind of adversity or challenge. That's why. It's more important to fail and learn and improve and pass on that meaningful experience to others than it is to just be a lucky success who doesn't actually know how they got there. That's why. So you want to learn? Listen to someone who's been through the ringer, made tons of mistakes, and can actually teach you firsthand the things to do and not do, versus someone who just made a fucking bajillion dollars on YouTube and doesn't know shit about life. You know, like Mr. fucking Beast. Yeah. Which is why.
This is coming from the guy who only got successful on YouTube because he was not the first. He likes to say he was the first. He wasn't. But he was the one that, you know, oh, this person works a 9-to-5 job. They get home. They say hi to the wife. Take care of the kids. Maybe do a couple chores. Then after the kids go to bed and after dinner, I'm going to sit down, play a video game for an hour, and upload some video to the YouTube channel. DSP would stumble home from work, probably drunk, as I wouldn't be surprised he stopped at a bar on the way home. Finally get home, sit down, play video games for hours. Just pumping out video after video after video. Or, oh man, the new Halo comes out tonight. I'd love to be able to play it at midnight, but I have responsibilities. DSP? Nah, fuck them. I'll just show up drunk and hungover again. If I show up at all. Midnight release, woo. Then play the video game and then probably, no, alright, God, I gotta be at work in like 20 minutes. It's a 30-minute drive. Fuck, I'll just piss in the driveway on my way out to the car. Fuck it. Upload these videos, go to work. Drunk and tired as shit because I was up all night playing video games.
A moron like him is so filthy rich, he just throws money at the wall and all these businesses that fail and all these things that are stupid and that suck ass, but no one cares because he's filthy rich, but he doesn't know shit about anything. He's just infinitely rich from a bunch of kids that he fucking basically brainwashed into giving him money.
And yet, the only reason you had success is because while others had other responsibilities, you would just sit there, play video games, upload them as shitty quality as they were, and flood the YouTube algorithm. Let's say you want to check out the new Halo or the new Metal Gear Solid 3 or 4 or whatever. And I really like this guy, but he has probably work the next day, so because no midnight release on Tuesday night, he's got work. All right, well, someone's already uploaded 18 videos. Huh. I mean, not very good quality, but he's already got 18 videos uploaded. All right, fine, I guess I'll watch that. Wait for the guy that I like to actually upload. And so, while he was not first to do it, a lot of times he would be the first one to have video uploaded because he'd ignore work. He'd be at midnight release, play video games all night, and then stumble into work drunk, tired of shit. Take a sip, you sleazy asshole.
So, yeah, that's why. But you would know that if you had a brain, but you don't have one.
And who knows, maybe it wasn't a troll. Maybe it was just a legitimate person asking, why do you think you'd be successful over others, even though you've declared bankruptcy and had so many failures? You could have said, well, because of my failures, I know what not to do. I can teach others. As a role model, teaching others what not to do, I feel would be better than someone who's never had adversity. Someone who's never had to struggle. Someone who stumbled into it and got lucky, hit the algorithm, and made a bunch of money, and now they can do whatever they want. Yeah, great example for successful stories and all that, but he got lucky. What about someone who didn't get lucky? Someone who had to struggle. Someone who had to declare bankruptcy to save his business. I could be an example of what not to do so you can do things better in the future. Nope. You're a fucking moron with no brain for asking me that question. Man. Now, let's check out the end of the stream. See how much money he's made.
Losing Bravo.
Get a little closer to the end.
Dude.
Secured. Losing A.
Rain of zombie balls.
Taking C.
On.
Bravo. Taking Alpha. Zone B secure. Location secure. Maintain current.
Nice.
What was that,
All right, good
$71
final match.
now.
Good kill death ratio. Captured a lot of objectives. That was a good final one. Good stuff. Very good. I'm already giving free deuterings. Yeah, dude, I'm popping the balls off. Just popping the balls right off the crotch. Even the pre-rotted ones of the zombie. Very nice. All right. So I definitely like this SMG. What was it, the Smog or whatever? I think I'll get better with it even more the more I play and get more attachments. All right, so good stuff coming. And thank you. I had a fun today. I hope you enjoyed the new camera angle. Please give me feedback. Do you like this better? Keyboard and mouse with my hands that don't disappear is probably an added bonus, right? I actually look like a normal gamer now, rather than I used to look like a deformed, invisible guy, right? Invisible freak. So hopefully you're liking it. For those who were here and support,
You are a deformed gamer, just saying.
but thank you. I appreciate that. It sucks that we couldn't even hit the 100, but it is what it is. Hopefully we will get our momentum back. All right, thank you, and I'll see you guys next time for more Call of Duty.
Now, that $71 should be the starting point for the night stream, because it's not streak-oriented, it's goal-oriented.
All right, guys, good stuff. I am liking
This is unrecorded.
the Windows spatial audio as
Thank
well.
you,
And the
Raphael.
surround sound when I play this. It's actually quite nice. So let's switch back. Let me push this away. I'm gonna have to use this again tonight for the other game we're playing, mouthwashing. I actually don't know anything about mouthwashing. Does anyone know what mouthwashing actually is?
Oh. No. If DSP actually plays it, it's going to be a massive shit show.
Because I don't actually know what the game is. So because of that, I don't know if it would be better with gamepad. I don't know if it would be better with keyboard and mouse. Has anyone played mouthwashing and know what kind of a game it is?
Keep fucking with your hair.
Anyone know? It's a sort of walking sim. Keyboard and mouse should be fine. Yeah, but what about, do I not need it? Can I use gamepad? If gamepad works, it is easier to play with gamepad than it is keyboard and mouse. That way I don't have to move this whole setup. Let me see if it says on Steam. I guess I don't have it installed. I guess I have to install it. There you go.
It's the game he's playing tonight. Doesn't have it installed.
What does it say?
Was he really going to wait to
that?
start the stream, then start downloading?
It's installing right now. Why do I say gamepad instead of controller? I don't know. I guess controller is more generic. Like when you say controller, you might think you're talking about a TV controller instead of a game controller. So I say gamepad because gamepad is very specific to games, right? It's simple either way. It won't be a struggle. I'll probably use gamepad then. Okay. So if that's the case, then what I'll do, let's move this back to like here, and then we'll adjust the mic. Well, let me think. If I'm going to play like this, right? All I need to adjust then is like have this so it doesn't block the TV like that, and maybe have it be a little bit closer like this. Probably like that. And then that camera angle should be good. As long as the mic isn't blocking, it looks like it's not. So they'll probably do it like this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. This will be what I'll do for tonight then. All right. Guys, thank you for those who were here and who did support the stream tonight, this day. I appreciate it. Let's get the lighting back. Do that. Get the lighting back. I turn it off when I do gameplay now so that way you can see better on the face cam. Should be able to get it back now. Nice. Okay. All right. I'll be back around 6:45 p.m. for the premiere of Mouthwashing tonight. I hope to see you then. Peace out.
He was so unhappy he didn't hit his goal. Only $71, guys. But with that, guys, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.